All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about something pretty wild: memory forensics. It's basically like hunting for digital ghosts. The clues and even the criminals themselves that can vanish in the blink of an eye right from inside a computer's mind. So just think about this for a second. What if you could commit a perfect crime where every single piece of evidence, every footprint, every clue, just poof, vanishes the second you turn your back? Well, in the digital world, that's not some sci-fi movie plot. It's a real problem that investigators face every single day. And this is the heart of the challenge. See, some of the absolute nastiest malware out there is built to be a ghost. It doesn't live on your hard drive, where you might eventually find it. Nope, it lives and breathes only in the computer's active memory. And the moment you pull the plug, it's gone, wiped clean, like it was never there. So, let's get into it. Section 1, Cybercrime's Invisible Footprints. We're going to look at exactly where these digital ghosts like to hide. Okay, so what is this place where everything just vanishes? Well, it's called volatile memory, but you probably know it as RAM. Honestly, the best way to picture it is like a digital whiteboard. It's where your computer does all of its immediate thinking, running your apps, loading websites, all that stuff. It's super fast. But here's the catch. The moment you cut the power, that whiteboard gets wiped totally, completely clean. And of course, this is where the bad guys get really clever. They've created threats specifically designed to live in this disappearing space. You've got things like fileless malware, which, just like the name says, has no file on your hard drive for an antivirus to find, or injected code, where attackers literally hide their nasty instructions inside a program that's already running. These things are designed from the ground up to live only on that whiteboard and nowhere else. So, a new kind of threat means you need a new way to investigate, right? This leads us to the idea that there are really two kinds of digital crime scenes. And this table just lays it out perfectly. On one hand, you have traditional disk forensics. Think of it as the cold case file. You're digging through old data on a hard drive, trying to figure out what happened weeks or months ago. But memory forensics? Man, that's the live crime scene. You're not asking what happened, you're asking what is happening right now. You're catching the bad guy in the act before they can clean up and vanish. Okay, but if the crime scene is live and the evidence is about to disappear, how in the world do you actually investigate it? Let's talk about that. Well, there's a really cool three-step process. First, and this is the crucial part, you have to capture a perfect snapshot of the computer's memory. It's like freezing time and taking a high-res photograph of everything that's happening in RAM at that very instant. Then, you take that snapshot and use special tools to piece together all the activity. And finally, the hunt begins. You start digging through that data, looking for anything that looks suspicious. All right, so that's the how, but what's the what? What are they actually hoping to find in that memory snapshot? What kind of crucial evidence is hiding in there? 100%. Just let that number sink in. Everything we're about to show you, 100% of it is found only in the computer's memory. It leaves zero traces on the hard drive. None. You pull that power cord, and it's all gone for good. And this is the payoff. This is the absolute treasure trove. We're not just talking about digital footprints here. We're talking about finding the actual malware while it's still running. You can see the live network connections an attacker is using. You can even pull out things like user passwords, encryption keys, and get this, the exact commands an attacker was typing just moments before. It's basically like walking into the crime scene and finding the attacker's playbook wide open on the desk. So as you can imagine, this is way more than just a neat forensic trick. It's fundamentally changing the game for digital defense. And here's the key takeaway, really. Memory forensics isn't some obscure niche skill anymore. As the experts say, it's become a pivotal technique. It's now an absolutely essential tool for anyone who's serious about cybersecurity. And that's really what it all boils down to. When you can analyze what a system is doing right now, you're not just cleaning up a mess after a break-in. You're actually able to spot the attack while it's happening, see how it works, and stop it in its tracks before it does major damage. So that leaves us with a pretty big question. As these threats get sneakier and harder to find, is a computer's memory becoming the new front line in cybersecurity? The battle is definitely shifting away from the old evidence on a hard drive to this chaotic, live world of memory. It's not just about investigating what happened yesterday, it's about winning the fight that's happening right now.